And speaker view is the one with the big screen that shows.
Yeah, put in a speaker view and make sure that you have your volume up. Okay, I'm sleeping now.
Welcome, happy Monday, happy Labor Day. Hope you're having a nice, relaxing day perhaps at home. But in any event, in this class, it's Yoga Fusion. I'm Judith, welcome. And we use only a chair. If you happen to have props available, like yoga props, you feel free to add those in, but they're not required, so don't panic, okay? So I have a yoga strap here. You could use a scarf or a belt as a substitute perhaps, if you were wanting to use it. And then I have a couple of yoga blocks, the light kind, so if you drop it on your foot, you're not gonna break your foot, you know? Very helpful. And then, weights, yes, weights. So this is a set of 1 pound weights. If you want to add more challenge to your workup, you can do that. And I would recommend nothing heavier than 2 pounds for this class. And also, if whatever is being offered doesn't work for your body, you could modify, you could do something else, or you can skip it altogether. I'll be available at the end of class. It's 45 minutes and we can answer questions then. So let's start out by taking the feet maybe about hip distance apart, a little bit wider, maybe shoulder width apart. And you start circling the hips. We're going to gently wake up the body. So think about inhaling as you move forward, exhaling, squeezing navel to spine as you round in the back. Inhaling, exhaling, finding a rhythm here. Big full breaths, LSD breaths, long, slow, and deep. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice, corkscrewing back to center. Now the hips circle in the other direction. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Nice and easy, big full breaths. We'll do 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then corkscrewing back to center. Let's move up to shoulders. We're going to roll them forward, up, back, and down. Finding your own pace, your own rhythm. Try not to race through it so you can experience the full effect of the movement. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then rolling in the opposite direction. Does that feel the same? And you're just noticing here, you're taking a little inventory to see where the body is at this morning. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Let's shake out the arms. Let's take some big breaths here. Knees can be soft. Inhale, fingers stretch to sky. Exhale, press the arms down by the side of the body. Inhale up. Exhale, press. Lifting and pressing. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's re-elevate the arms. And this time you're going to be climbing your invisible ladder, your invisible rope. And then the chest stays square to the front of your screen or your space. You're not torquing off left or right as you climb your ladder here. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then the arms can extend out to the side. See if you can drop the shoulders away from the ears. The palms face the floor. Little bouncing here with the arms. You're bouncing your invisible tennis balls here. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms come to stillness. Now rotate those thumbs towards the earth. Now the palms face the wall behind you. Now you're bouncing those tennis balls off the back wall. Nice and easy. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slowly let the arms float down. Let's take the feet maybe shoulder width apart now. And let's swing those arms that we just moved. And you're gonna twist, and you're shifting the weight from side to side. The arms are like empty coat sleeves or wet spaghetti noodles, they're just flopping there and they're tapping the body, you're giving yourself a little bit of a massage here. Think about taking the fist, a soft fist, or the heel of the hand, and tap directly underneath the collarbone, the clavicle. You're still looking over the shoulder to the wall behind you. So it's a very gentle balance challenge for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really nice. And then keep tapping and turning. Now you're gonna tap the front of the midriff, the torso. And that back hand taps up by the kidneys, a little bit higher up. And you're still twisting, you're giving the spine a delicious squeeze here. Energizing all the vertebra, all the spongy discs between the vertebra. And here we'll do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now slowly you're gonna unwind, don't just abruptly stop. And then slowly come back to center, very nice. The feet might come a little bit closer together. Let's roll some shoulders just a couple times forward and a couple times back. Nice and easy. Now from here, I'm gonna use the chair for support, for balance. You might have an available wall for balance. You might have a large piece of furniture that you can push up against so it won't collapse on you. So whatever works for you. So from here, we're gonna use the chair for support. I'm gonna flex my right foot and keep my right leg straight. And we're gonna swing it forward and back. Opening it up gently for 8, 7, 6, standing tall, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then slowly de-escalate with that leg. Shake out both sides. Getting back to a more neutral stance. And then again, I'm going to have the weight in the left leg. I'm going to lift this right thigh and leg and pump up to the sky. If you need to assist behind the back of the thigh, that's certainly an option for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Circle that ankle. Nice and easy. And then we're going to circle in the other direction. 4 or 5 circles with the ankle. That's nice. And then just float it down. And now shake out again both legs. Noticing, does the right leg feel the same as the left leg? Presumably not. So now the weight will be in the left leg. You're going to float the right leg up one more time. Let's dangle the lower leg like the pendulum on a clock. We'll do 4, 3, 2, 1. Really nice. And then float it down slowly, slowly. Shake out both legs and feet. And now we'll go to the other side. And now the straight leg is your left leg. You're going to flex the foot. You're going to start swinging that leg forward and back. Maybe only up to waist height. No further. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly de-escalate. Nice. And then slowly shaking out feet and legs. Again, the weight will be in your right leg. Now you're going to float the left leg up, little pumps. You can grab the back of the thigh, not the knee, if you need to assist. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep it lifted. Circle the ankle in one direction. Spread the toes wide. Big full breaths. Circle the other direction for 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. That foot floats down. Shake out both feet and legs.
Judith, Judith,
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt you, but some people are having a hard time hearing you. So can you check to make sure, now your microphone is okay, just make sure it's on the lever, the right mic. Make sure it's not on a computer.
It's on, okay, which is the right one, wireless, there,
Yeah,
that it, okay, that was the problem, I hope.
okay,
Now,
yeah, yeah.
all
It's
good?
had an echo into it. I don't hear from here, but some people are hearing that. I'm sorry for the interruption.
No, it's all right, honey, we just need to know if it's working or not.
Okay,
So
I
we're
couldn't
gonna,
hear from here, but for some people are affecting them. Okay.
well, the microphone is right here, and I'm talking right into the microphone, can you hear me now, clearly or no?
Yes, it was just not the right place on the computer. That's fine.
Okay,
You're
okay,
good.
great. So we're relifting that right leg, and now we're gonna dangle the lower leg for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then float that foot down. Shake both sides out. Very nice. Now I'm going to turn the chair so that I'm going to face the back of the chair. So from here, the feet are parallel, toes point forward. And what we'll just do is, I won't mirror you for this. So the right foot stays forward, the left foot comes back. Now, you need to keep the torso upright here. You're not going to lurch forward, hopefully. You're going to lift the back left heel. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relift the back left heel. Inhale, bend both knees. Exhale, straighten the legs. Bending and straightening for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay down on 1, little pumps. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Re-straighten. Left foot meets the right. Now the right foot goes back. The heel should meet the mat. All right. So you're going to keep the torso upright like you're a piston. And you're going to lift the back right heel. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relift the back right heel. Now both knees bend and straighten. The torso still stays upright. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay down on 1. Little pumps. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Straighten both legs. Right foot meets the left. Shake out the feet, shake out the legs. From here, we're going to lift the right heel, and you're going to start circling that ankle joint. You're going to stay standing tall on the left leg, and you're initiating the movement with the ankle joint only. There might be some pops and crunches, but it's just usually air in the joint. So now we're going to circle in the other direction, noticing how that feels. Does it feel the same? Maybe, maybe not. You're just noticing, no self-judgment. And then that heel comes down. Shift the weight to the right leg, lift the left heel, circle the ankle, circling. Nice and gentle, standing tall on the supporting right leg. How does this ankle feel compared to the other one? Let's circle in the other direction when you find the opportunity. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then shaking out both feet and legs. I'm going to return to face the back of my chair seat. The feet are going to be in first position, so that means the heels come together, The toes point out 30 to 45 degrees. If you have any dancers out there, you would not be familiar with this. So we're going to lift up on the tippy toes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. We'll do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay lifted on the tippy toes on 1. Now, right ahead of you, there's a spot either on the wall or the floor, something that doesn't move. You're going to use that as your drishti point, balancing point. So maybe you want to lift one arm up to the sky. Maybe you don't while you're balancing. And maybe you want to lift the second arm up to the sky. Maybe not for balancing. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One arm floats down, second arm floats down. One more big lift with the heels, and then you can float them down. Shake everything out now. Very nice. From here, let's take the feet and the legs together like they're glued together, and maybe just a little space between so you have a nice secure balance base. The hands rest on the thighs, and you're just going to start circling those knees. This doesn't necessarily have to be a big move. But as you circle the knees, notice how the feet and the ankles adjust to accommodate the shift in direction. We'll do a few more in this way. And then coming back to center, circling the other way. Whew. Does that direction feel the same? Maybe, maybe not. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then coming back to center, shaking everything out. Arms, feet, legs, hands. Nice. Directly underneath the hips, the toes point forward. If you can lift the heels gently and bounce the heels on the mat, this is helping to move blood and lymph throughout the body. And you're also working on bone density. So keeping the heels going, you can move the body or let the body move you in any direction that feels good. It's like a little meditation in motion. We'll do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really nice. And then slowly coming down to stillness, shaking out the feet and the legs. Good work, you all. So now let's take the chair. And I'm going to bring props with me. I will offer modifications if you don't have props, so don't panic, all right? So from here, before we sit down, let's do a sit to stand sequence. The palms can stack right over the heart center, or you can hook the thumbs together, spread the fingers wide, Eagle Mudra over the heart center. Or you might wish to hang on to the chair as you get up and down, or maybe the arms go forward. So there's 4 things, 4 options there. So it's sitting down mindfully, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 8, or as many as you can manage. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then landing down, unwinding the arms, shake everything out. Let's go ahead and take the feet slightly wider than parallel. The heels are going to stay grounded. You're going to externally rotate both feet and place them down. Go back to neutral. Internally rotate both feet. Bring it down. So it's like your feet are little fans. They move outward and inward. Strengthening the feet and the ankles. for 8, 7, 6, sitting tall, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then shake out the feet and the legs. Let's bounce the legs here. Again, helping to pump blood and chi, life force, lymph for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really nice. And so from here, feet come to stillness. They're flat. The toes point forward. If you have a block or something to place between the thighs, if not, don't worry about it. My picture just went out, Maria. So I'll keep going. Just let me know if you can't hear me. You can unmute yourselves if there's a problem. I don't see my screen here at all, so I'm just going to keep going. So I'm squeezing the block between the thighs. If you don't have a block or any other object, don't worry about it. You're going to take a strap, and if you don't have a strap, you're just going to grab opposite wrists. All right, there we go. The picture came back. Miracle. All right, so we're going to take the strap. If you have one, and it's like you're trying to break the strap, you're going to inhale up, exhale, squeeze down with the thighs. Inhale up, exhale, squeeze. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then the arms can come up. You're going to tilt to the right. Now think about grounding through your left sits bones on the chair for 4, 3, 2, squeeze the thighs. 1, back to center. Coming over to the left. Grounding through the right sits bones now. Chest stays square to the front of your space for 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Side to side, tilting. And here you can go at your own pace. Just try not to race through it. You're balancing on your sits bones, basically. As you move from side to side, let's just do 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then lowering the arms down slowly as you resist gravity. Very nice. And then losing that right away. I'm going to lose the props. And let's take the legs nice and wide now. So they're off to the side. And we're going to take the right forearm and press it into the right thigh. The right thigh presses into the right forearm. Lifting that left arm straight up to sky, keeping the chest square to the front of your space. Let's do 8, 7, 6, or as many as you can manage. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then you're going to take it over the ear. Inhale. Top elbow bends. Exhale. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bend. We'll do 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then that arm slowly descends as you resist the gravity. Just don't let it collapse if you can avoid it. Shake those arms and hands out. Nice and easy. And now the left forearm presses into left thigh presses into left forearm. Right arm floats up to sky. Chest stays squared to the front of your space for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now that top arm stretches to the side wall. Inhale, bend top elbow. Exhale, press it away. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Let's do 4. Don't forget the isometric press with the leg. 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then coming back to center slowly. The arm resists gravity as you move down. Nice and easy. Shake out the arms and the hands. Now the hands can rest on the thighs. You can adjust the width as you need. We're going to lead with the chin, and this movement is working on flexibility of the spine. So imagine the spine as a whip-like action. So you're just trying to get as much movement and juice into the spine. All right? So leading with the chin, exhaling forward, tucking the chin, inhaling as you roll up, exhaling forward, inhaling as you rise up. We'll do 4, 3, 2, 1. And then roll it up slowly back to neutral. Taking a breath or two here in the middle. Now let's reverse that. Tucking the chin. Inhale, tuck the chin. Exhale, stretching the head forward, elongating the spine. Inhale, tuck the chin. Exhale, coming forward. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then coming back here, nice and easy. Let's take the feet back together. Now you can use no weight or one weight on each thigh for this next one. The legs and feet are in parallel, the palms face down on the thighs, so no weight or one weight on each thigh. Let's just start by exhaling the right, taking it down, exhaling left, placing it down. For 8, 7, sitting tall, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Coming back to neutral. Just recollecting. Let's stay on the right side for this next part. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Replacing that foot, maybe jiggling the legs a bit to get back to neutral. Now we'll go to the left. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. We'll do 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then coming back to center, bouncing the legs a bit here. Coming back down off of the thighs now. The palms face the midline. No weight or one weight in each hand. We're going to exhale the right fist into the right armpit, come back to center. Exhale left fist into left armpit, back to center. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Coming back to neutral. Same idea, palms face the midline, no weight or one weight in each hand. Shrug and drop. Shrug and drop. We'll do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And now, again, adjusting the legs, we're going to tilt forward slightly with the torso, maybe 10 or 20 degrees. The palms now face the back wall. The arms stay straight, And you're going to elevate those straight arms so that they always stay higher than the bum. We're going to pump the arms, the palms of the hands up to the sky, never lowering them down lower than the bum. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Slowly lower the arms down. Maybe the legs stay the same. Palms face the midline. No weight or one weight in each hand, moving toward flies. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 8, or as many as you can manage. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the arms up on 1, palms face the floor. Little pumps with the arms. Drop shoulders away. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly resert. Down, 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 resisting gravity and losing the weights for now if you were using them. Feet and legs can be a little bit wider than parallel. Hands can rest on thighs, and we're going to just start swirling the torso in one direction, coming back the same way in the other direction. So you're just sweeping side to side, giving a squeeze to the abdominals, and then squeezing all those internal organs that are busy working 24/7. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then just shake everything out. Let's go ahead. If you have a strap, grab it. If you don't, I'm doing this in profile. You're going to grab the hat, not the knee joint. If you do have a strap, you can loop it around the ball of the right foot, even out the ends of the strap. Maybe give them a little twist. And then you're going to sit as tall as you can, bringing that right knee into the chest. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And rebending, floating it down slowly. Removing the strap if you were using a strap. Moving to the other leg. You're going to draw it into your chest, behind the thigh. Maybe assist with the calf as well. Or you're going to loop the strap around the ball of the left foot. You can even out the ends of the strap. Give them a little twist. And then sitting tall in your chair, draw that left knee into the chest. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then coming back down, removing the strap. And let's go back to center, bounce the legs a little bit. And now very mindfully, let's come to standing. Do a couple more things here with the legs. And then we're going to massage our feet. Oh boy. One of the very favorite things I like to do. So from here, we're going to take the weight in the left leg. The right leg will come out to the side. The foot stays flexed. So it's extending and bringing it back in. Exhale, inhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Let it come back to center. Shake the legs out. Now we're going to keep the weight in the left leg. Right leg stays straight, right foot stays flexed. Exhaling, crossing the midline. Inhaling. Exhale, inhale. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Foot and leg comes down, shaking things out. Let's move to the other side. All right. So now the weight will rest in the right leg. Left leg stays straight, left foot stays flexed. Extending, exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Back to neutral. Shake out the feet and the legs. Weight goes in right leg. Left leg is straight. Crossing the midline. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then coming back to neutral, shaking out feet and legs. Let's now face our chair seat very mindfully. And we're going to come into a right angle posture with the body. And I won't mirror you for this. Shift the weight into the left leg. Bend the right knee into nose. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Exhale, straighten for 8, 7, 6, 4. Don't let the head dangle. 3, 2. Squeeze the abs. 1. Nice. Keep the leg elevated. Take the right foot off to the left. Touch down. Take it over to the right. Moving that straight leg side to side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The right foot goes back to the left. You tuck the 5 toes on your mat if you're using one. Lift the right heel. Inhale, and then exhale as you press the heel into the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Right foot comes to the left. Let's micro bend the knees, left and right. Whew. Weight to the right leg. Left bent knee into nose. Donkey kicks. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. Re-extend. You're going to touch down with the left foot to the right. Touch down to the left. For 4, 3, lift the leg. 2, 1. That left foot goes back to the right. You're going to tuck the 5 toes. Lift the left heel. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Left foot meets the right. Micro bend the knees, left and right, and then slowly, you can use the chair back to ascend. Oof, rolling the shoulders. Let's find our way back into the chair seat. We're going to do our feet. So placing your bum on the chair seat mindfully. Let's cross the right ankle over top of left thigh. Right ankle, top of left thigh. The right hand is going to pulse the soft part of that right thigh, not the knee joint, that soft part of the thigh, little pulses, promoting synovial fluid, encouraging it to form in the hip girdle here. That synovial fluid doesn't happen till you start moving the joint. And synovial fluid is like WD-40 for the body. So it's keeping our goosey. Let's bring the pumping to a stillness. The right forearm slips under perhaps directions. Right ankle on top of left thigh. The top right foot stays flexed, all right? So inhale up, exhale over. So we're gonna rock nice and easy, side to side for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up to center, slowly float your torso upright. You're gonna take your right foot now and grab the 5 toes. This is foot massage time here. You're going to start flapping your toes back and forth like you're fanning yourself on a very warm day somewhere in the world. This will help pump blood into the toes. When that feels right, start massaging each individual toe. I usually start with the pinky. From the base of the toe to the end of the nail, you give it a nice, thorough massage, and then you move on to the next toe. So sending your toes lots of love. Because if you don't have toes, you can't perambulate. That's how we actually take a step with the toes. And if your toes are missing, you'd fall right over, basically. And then don't forget your big toe, massaging that. And when that feels all complete, you're going to go to the underside of the foot and start rummaging around under there. It's a very technical term, rummaging. And then when that feels complete, you're taking 2 thumbs here. You're going to massage the big toe ball mound and the little toe ball mound, working your way into the center of the ball of the foot. And then you're going to rub with the thumb down the outside of the arch. Don't forget the arch itself. And then all 10 fingers can address in any fashion that feels good. You're taking your fingertips and you're going to scrape along the top of the foot, maybe between the trough of the bones of the foot, 26 bones in each foot. And then you're going to take both hands on your ankle and you're going to alternate. It's like you're wringing out a wet washcloth. You're working on the ankle, pumping blood in there, chi, life force, and also squeezing away a lot of, depleted energy and debris that needs to go away. When that feels complete, take a soft fist and tap the arch of the foot. And then you're going to take both hands and gently tap the foot. And if you want more, slap the foot. And then bringing that slowly down to stillness. And then unwinding that foot and leg and noticing how the right foot feels compared to the left foot. There's a huge difference for me. So now we'll go to the other side. So the left ankle rests on top of the right thigh. The left foot is flexed. You're going to pump the soft part of the thigh to pump synovial fluid into the hip. You're sitting tall. Don't forget to keep the top foot flexed. And then bringing that to stillness, the left forearm slips under the left calf. The whole leg comes up, and now you can rock the baby's twin here. And it could be side to side, or it could be circling that knee. If you're circling, be sure you go in both directions. Nice and easy. Replace that ankle on top of the right thigh. Keep the foot flexed. Float the arms up. Inhale up. Exhale over. Well, my fingers don't reach the floor, so I'm grabbing opposite elbows here. And maybe there's little rocks side to side, but maybe it's just a static press. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Slowly coming upright. Now you're going to take your 5 toes and you're going to Flap the toes back and forth like you're fanning yourself on a warm day this summer. And when that feels more or less complete, taking each individual toe, massaging from the base of the toe to the end of the nail. Oh, I also forgot to say that if you find a tender spot there, you can spend more time. You can do this before you go to sleep at night, and your feet will be very happy. Hopefully it will help you drop off quickly. Don't forget the big toe. And then you're going to rummage around on the undersides of the toes. And then you're going to take the thumbs, massage the big toe ball mound, the little toe ball mound, all the way to the center of the foot, working your way down the outside of the inner and edges of the foot. You're going to massage the arch. You're going to use all 10 fingers on the heel. And then you're going to take the fingertips and scrape along the top of the foot. Make sure all the energy there is refreshed. And then we're going to do the alternate squeezing of the washcloth on the ankles. Breathing, don't forget to breathe. And then the soft fist on the arch. And then the two hands can pat gently the foot. And if you want more stimulation, just give it a good slap of the foot. Oh, nice. And then unwinding and noticing how those feet feel. Remember, you can do that anytime, and you can spend as much time on that as you would like. So let's just take a big breath. Inhale up. Exhale, press. You can sit all the way back in your chair. Inhale up. Exhale, press. Last time. Inhale up. Exhale, press. And now organizing yourself in your seat, your chair seat. So make sure the sits bones are into the chair seat. The crown of the head lifts up to the sky, allowing the eyes to drop closed, relaxing the face and the jaw, the back of the neck. And while we pause here briefly in Shavasana, I have a brief reading from Pema Chodron from her book, Welcoming the Unwelcome. We all have tremendous potential, and yet we stay closed in a very small, fearful world based on wanting to avoid the unpleasant, the painful, the insecure, the unpredictable. There is vast, limitless riches and wonder we could experience if we fully accustomed our nervous systems to the open-ended, uncertain reality of how things are. When we learn how to hold the rawness of vulnerability in our hearts, we will be able to experience our minds and hearts as vast as the universe. And on the next inhale, let's float the palms up overhead, hands meet in prayer, dropping down the midline, stopping at the heart, samastiti, this beating heart. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you stand in the light of your own true self. I salute the bright light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Jai Bhagwan. So I'm